Hello everybody, welcome back to part 29 of Elder Scrolls Online, and in this episode we are going to do the Prophet questline, which is, by the way, the main questline. So here's where we need to go, okay? And that's what we're going to do right away. And I'm going to mount to make it a bit quicker for all of us. And this, guys, if you don't know, is the main quest line. Okay, this is the one that you have to do because it's an awesome storyline. You need to trust me in this one. And of course you need to know what happened in this Tamriel, dark secrets and sagas and all these things. It's just an absolutely amazing storyline. You need to do it. So once you get here to the docks, you just carry on ahead and you'll find them right here if this is the first time that you are going to the quest, of course, okay?
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once.
Hello, Prophet!
Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
And what is the harbor?
I awoke upon a sandy shore, a stretch of beach, outside a bustling city of elves, Vokelgard. The harborage is in a seaside cave, outside the city. It is there that you will find me.
Okay, we will meet you there. And it's not as far as you think, guys. It's right here, actually. When you speak to him, gives you the opinion that it's going to be really far away and different island or whatever, but it's right here on the left. So I don't know what it's all about, but there you go. Oh, hold on, before going in, let me get that rune stone. Very nice. Very nice. Right, let's go in, guys. Let's go in. And here we are. We found the harborage and we are going to talk to the Prophet because this is the main quest line. I have to tell you again. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant quest line. I really like that. And before speaking to him, what I usually do?
I hear familiar footfalls. Come
Yes.
closer, Vestige.
And before I go and speak to him, I go around and loot a few things if I can. And sometimes you can actually find some things, you know? Or used to. Let me see around here, shall we? Well, this is going to be interesting because there's absolutely nothing. And I'm pretty sure that you could actually get some things, but it is what it is, so let's speak to the Prophet.
Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
Yeah, right. How did you find it?
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
Yeah, this is another thing. This guy is absolutely blind, okay? So keep that in mind. When you first appeared to me in Cold Harbor, you spoke of my destiny.
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
Oh, a story lesson, you say?
Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment.
Okie dokie.
Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
Okay, so basically what we need to do now is to follow him. He's going to explain everything about the storyline that we need to follow, okay?
Follow
So
me,
let's
Vestige,
follow him.
and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
Okay, guys, a couple of things. Whenever you finish this quest, he will call you in time to time as you level up to come and see him for the next quest, okay? And secondly, whilst he's speaking and telling you about the storyline, I will shut up so you can hear the story if you like, okay? So let's speak to the Prophet again.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
So what does this have to do with me?
I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions.
And who are they?
The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
And who is the Dragonborn?
The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Come on, go on.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate.
Okie dokie. So let's follow him again and hear the story.
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
Okay, so that pretty much is the basis of the storyline, so let's speak to him again.
These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
So how could the Amulet of Kings turn Varen into one of the Dragonborn?
Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
So why did Varen want to be a Dragonborn?
By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
And of course we should carry on speaking to him.
Each of the Five Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about?
And you can go in depth about who is who and what they do and all that. I'm going to say goodbye for a second. Although it doesn't let me, obviously. So, there you go.
These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
And it's the same question that we did.
Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can. Manamako, the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known.
His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
So what happened when they performed the ritual?
Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Okay, let's see what happened then, shall we? And this might have to move. There we go. So let's go carry on, follow him. And you can see now that the 5 companions are coming to here, to this type of ring kind of thing.
Manimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Murloc Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Okay, so Manimarco was the traitor. And let's speak to the prophet again.
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane melt.
So what went wrong?
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
So what happened next?
Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts.
So what happened to the other companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Coldharbour, the realm of Moloch Baal.
Okay, so what happened to Abner, Tharn, and Manimarco?
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult.
So how did you end up in Coldharbour?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Coldharbour, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
So they saw you as a threat, old man?
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Okay, let's walk with him again. And no long now, guys, no long. This first part can be very slow, very boring.
Kings was born by Alessia's heirs,
But we need to go through it.
Protected from the forces of Oblivion.
In actual fact, you just can run down there and wait for him down there to come to you. Okay, so in the meantime, remember to comment, subscribe and like. was saying, to remember to comment, subscribe, and like in this first part of the main quest line, the Prophet. And as you can see, a bit slow, a bit boring to begin with, and that is an anchor, and I will explain to you about anchors soon, okay, when we start doing them.
He merged our world and his own in a terrible plague bell. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all it. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yes, I am ready to go back.
As you say.
Okay.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
Yeah, it is indeed, and definitely we have to think about this a lot.
And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone.
So, what we are going to do next?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Lyris Titanborn?
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
So what we do in the meantime?
Minimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies.
Okay, we will give it a go.
Forgive
Give it a go.
Bringing me into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest.
This is why it's important to do this quest line as well, because look at that. Okay, and of course one skill point as well, 250 gold. You need to do this, guys. You have to do it. Very, very slow, this first episode part, I would say, of the Prophet. But it gets better, guys. Believe me. It really gets much better. Okay, so it is what it is. We finished. We'll level as well. There you go. Let's get out here very, very quick. There is the skill point, which we will do later as well in the next episode, perhaps. Okay, so here we are. We finished this harborage first part. I'm gonna go very quick and check what we have got, shall we? That's Inferior Cliff of Health. Okay, so this is an enchantment and adds 839 maximum health. Okay, which is really cool. That's what we found on the latest. Oh, that's the ring I want. You see, this is perfect for us. Okay, adds 145 magical recovery. We're going to do that. Guys, we finished this part, so please join me on the next episode to see what we'll be doing next. I don't know yet, but join me, and please comment, subscribe, and like, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, take care.